welcome. My name is Cheyenne. I garden in the low desert of Phoenix, Arizona, Zone 9B, in my backyard. Today, I need to finish planting out some transplants that I have started. I was out here yesterday and I was able to plant out some okras and a few melons, but I didn't get to finish before it got too dark. So today I need to find spots for quite a bit of zinnias, and also I do have a few melons and a watermelon that if I have space for, I'll go ahead and put those in. Also, the rest of my transplants I have are melons and peppers, and I do think I'm gonna wait a week or two before I get those planted. So that's what we're doing. First gonna plant some zinnias. I'm gonna be planting 3 of them in this in-ground bed right here. It's a candy cane zinnia, cut and come again, and then a burpee giant. And I'll be putting those in here with this okra and the cantaloupe. We'll be adding again a little bit of the fertilizer. Not too much, because I don't think the zinnias really need it, but just a little bit in case. I'm really not that good at growing flowers, but hopefully these do good. Okay, I have 2 more of these zinnias. For this bed, I was thinking to just put it like this on the edge. I'm hoping that works. I'm not too sure how big these grow, but I'm thinking do like on the edge right here. That way, later I might be able to add some peppers or something else to this bed. So this one is the cut and come again one, and this one is the candy cane one. I really hope these candy cane ones grow good. I actually hope all of them do. I love zinnias. I think they're beautiful, but I've never had luck growing them. You know what that is. Oh shoot. Like a gray clump. Oh, that's it. Oh my goodness. You see? It's like gray clumps. Super weird. Okay, now to the next area. And plant this bed out. I just have two flowers for this bed. They are zinnias, but they're these pinwheels. These are supposed to be small. I don't know how small, but I'm thinking I'll put one on this corner and then one on the back corner. And then I did want to wait a couple weeks for my tomatoes, but since I'm already here, I thought I might as well just put my black cherry in and see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I can always replace it in a few weeks. So, because I have extra, so I'm okay with just go ahead and trying it right now since I'm doing that. And in this bed right here, how I train my tomatoes is I use these little stakes and they're drilled right into there, and then it has a top that I drilled on also. That way it just goes all the way across like that. And then I put these hooks, those little hooks up there, and I'll tie the string, and then the string comes all the way down and I'll attach it to a bamboo stake. And then when the tomatoes are in there, all I have to do is stick that right in there and get it deep in there, and then the tomato can climb up this string. Okay, I hope you were able to see that. Well, I was trying to show you how I trellis my tomatoes using the string method. For the tomato, I'm going to, it's not that big, so I'm just going to take off, pinch off that last leaf and probably bury it all the way to here, because wherever the hairs are on the tomato, which is like all the way up the stem, if you cover those stems, roots will form. So even if I was to bury it to here, it's gonna grow roots. So that's what I'm gonna do. Next thing we'll be adding these pinwheels in these. Again, I don't know how these are gonna grow. I don't know if I'm supposed to pinch the tops or what, but I'll just plan them for now. Over in this bed, or not bed, in this raised fabric pot, these 3 here are 10 gallons. I'm gonna add this midget cantaloupe, and then sort of just trying not to go through this chicken fencing and then go up and back down. And this is small, so I think that will be fine. And I built this years ago because before I had my raised beds, I only had pots, and all I did was use bamboo stakes and chicken fencing. I'm done planting these, I'll just go around with some liquid fish fertilizer and water all these plants in with the fish fertilizer, just because fish fertilizer is going to give them the nitrogen they need to get going, whereas this granular fertilizer is only a slow release and it won't start breaking down right away. Next is going to be this Roma tomato. I'm hoping that this Roma tomato, I think it's a determinate, yeah. So it's not gonna grow super crazy. So since it's a determinate one, I'm just gonna put it in this 10-gallon fabric bag. And then I got this trellis recently at Home Depot. So I thought that would be perfect to put right in there with this tomato. So in the summer, if you're gonna have fabric bags, just make sure you're watering daily, maybe even 2 times a day. They need water during the heat of the summer. I much prefer plastic pots during the summer, but I don't have enough plastic, so I have to use these grow bags. But there's been plenty of times where I missed watering and I let it dry out, and it's really hard to resaturate the whole thing. And you'll be able to tell that because at the end of the season, when you're taking your plant out, you'll think your pot has water, and when you go digging in there, you'll see a whole bunch of dry patches, and you'll realize you weren't even wetting your soil. It was just coming right through. The last thing I want to do is this. I want to put pepper in this pot. Okay, there we go. In this pot. So this is like, I would say this is probably like a 5-gallon plastic pot. It kind of looks like my 5-gallon fabric bag I have, except for this pot is a little bit taller and my fabric pot is a little bit fatter or wider. But I think this pepperoni, I think I'm just gonna put it right in there, and then I will be taking this one out. I will cut it out later because this pot, I think it's probably too small to grow 2 of these peppers unless I grow it in my 10-gallon. Nope, I'm gonna put it right in here. I'm hopeful that out of all those zinnias I planted, I can at least get some, which I would love, because I would love to save seeds and grow them again next year and not have to go and buy seeds for them. That's one goal with my garden. I really do want to save seeds and not have to buy the same seeds over again. There was actually one more plant that I wanted to plant out before I go ahead and finish up and just give everything some water soluble fish fertilizer. I wanted to plant this blacktail mountain. watermelon. And I wanted to put it right here on the end of this bed like that. And let it trail down and out into the grassy area. And it's not really grassy anymore because it's dying, because it's hot, but that's okay. I want to go ahead and let all my melons trail out and go over into that area. One thing I'm doing in the grassy area is since it's hot and the grass is like dying, I am having my husband turn off the sprinklers in that area so that my plants can sprawl out over there without getting wet by sprinklers. I know monsoon's coming though, so I'm not going to be able to protect it from the rain, so they will be getting wet, but I'm hoping it's okay. I mean, that's how plants used to grow, right? Sprawled out. There we go, and then I'll let it start spilling over. Alright, now time to just go ahead and water everything. Okay, so this 2-gallon jug was like perfectly enough to get everything watered in with fish fertilizer. Guys, well that's it for tonight. I'm super happy that I was able to get all those transplants out in the garden where they needed to be for monsoon. And I'm crossing my fingers that I get some zinnias this year. I'm hopeful. But thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.